based on this whole gun grab thing. And it's a gun grab. I think even Sleepy Joe and Normalcy Norman can see that this whole Bondi massacre thing is fishy at best. Something stinks, and it's rotten from the head. Now, I've been saying for the longest time, you can't fight something you can't hold, touch or see, and the legislative system is exactly that. All the protesting, rallying and echo chamber talking head experts in the world will never bring down a government that hides behind a system designed for us to use against ourselves. Starving it into irrelevance by a mass, even internationally possible, people's union strike, a people's union, not a government registered union, a people's union, our union, we need to unionize, is the only thing that has never been even tried. Everything else we have been doing consistently and constantly since the rise of the International Roman Empire, or called the United States of Israel. There is a reason why politicians work for government in a foreign territory declared in a nation of states, which constitutionally is actually a colony of the Commonwealth with boundary lines, but that's a whole other problem on its own. I wonder where the conservationists are on this, with the Tasmanian wombat numbers at critical extinction levels, because the wallaby and roo numbers are out of control and decimating the grazing fields and habitats faster than the wombats can find them. They are literally being eaten. They are literally being outgrazed into extinction by legislation. That doesn't align with law ever since John Howard threw the baby out with the bathwater with blanket legislation punishing the entirety of Australia and its fauna and flora for the questionable official stories of the actions of the few. Secondly, it's a bit rich and hypocritical to render us all ignorant to firearm safety and proper use and incapable of shooting a barn with a banana at 6 feet under the guise of preservation of life, when they want to boost the military recruitment numbers from 5,000 per annum to 9,000 per annum, to send us to foreign lands to commit murder against men and women we don't know and would probably be honourable and loyal friends who would save each other's life in any other circumstance. Governor-General, sack this government, put us under military law in military caretaker continuance of governance, military tribunals for every politician, secret lodge member, constabulary, judiciary and Australian that has questionable emails, text and paper trails that threaten our law and national sovereignty. Also put military in control of all our shipping, loading, unloading and quarantine, close our international border and every single person back to where they came from if they won't cancel their foreign citizenship. Also, throw all foreign embassies and consulates back to where they came from and close down and stop diplomatic immunity completely. That shouldn't even be a thing. Have representatives from other countries for international and foreign trade agreements? Yes. I think we can manage that as business people. We don't need shipping containers that no one's allowed to look in. Then watch everything self-repair within 3 months. No drugs, no crime, no violence, and most of all, no scum on the top of the stew. Then, and only then, can we work on becoming a real sovereign country with protected constitutional law, a Bill of Rights and writs, and the means to keep it that way. By the people, for the people, in favour of the people, with a moral code of conduct, consequences and accountability for the actions of all, and courts with the true blind justice of a jury of our peers, where the punishment or rehabilitation and support fits the circumstance. I won't call it a crime, unless it is a crime, because not everyone who makes a bad choice or is led into temptation is a criminal, but all who steal and create victims must make amends. I think that's pretty simple. I think that's easily done. We just got to have the balls to do it. Starve it into extinction. Mass strike. An international strike. If we can. We have to starve this belligerence into irrelevance. You cannot fight a system. The system has been designed for us to use against ourselves to protect a territory in a nation of states. A territory is a foreign land, if you look it up. That's why they have their own laws. That's why we go to prison for crack or pot and other misdemeanours and infringements, while criminals keep getting the revolving door of endless chances. And if you get caught with crack in Canberra, it's like a seatbelt fine. You don't even get a criminal record. Don't you think there's something fishy going on there?